Just
Good.
set things up.
I'm going to answer the question the way I want to answer the question.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trail Mix, where the nuts might be a little stale, but the company is always fresh.
Craig Crawford here, retired journalist working for nothing but the truth and social security checks. And we got Katie right here in Minneapolis, our eyes and ears in Minneapolis. And here was the news just an hour ago. Once again, Tom Homan, the ICE boss, Border Patrol boss, whatever the heck his title is, he announced another end to the surge. The surge is ending again.
Yeah, people are asking when Metro Surge number 2 is coming, part 2.
Yeah. I still say, does this mean victory?
No.
Is this victory for Minneapolis and Minnesota? It's not. You're not ready to declare victory.
It is a small win in a big heap of a battle. So you know what? I'll be honest, I'm very happy for our immigrant communities here because yes, they still have to be protective of themselves, but at least they're not going to be under constant surveillance and trying to grab them out of crowds and things. It says that, they're going to start peeling out. He said some will still stay. I'm guessing there'll probably be maybe 50 to 100 still here to like do the day-to-day operations, like with prisons and stuff and jails, handing people over to them if they are illegal and have committed a crime. I'm assuming that will probably still happen, but it won't be as it has been. So it's a little victory. Hi, Jamie.
Well, yeah, Jamie. I'm trying to get Katie to declare victory in Minneapolis, but she's resisting.
Nope.
They can't declare victory until they stop picking on other states.
Yep.
Well,
we got to stand up.
I'll buy that. But I mean,
Minnesota's got to stand up for every other state now. That's going to happen.
Stood up again. This is fresh from an hour ago. He just did another press conference saying the surge is ending. The surge is ending in Minneapolis. Now they got up to 4,000 agents, and they're getting down to what? Do you have any idea?
Right
on
now
the
they're
numbers?
down to 2. Right now they're down to 2,000. So they're going to be taking out all or nothing. I don't know exactly. I'm looking to see.
And I saw
never
somewhere
gave exact number.
Yeah, I saw somewhere that before all this. What's that?
I heard we're getting back to what their normal was, which was around 150.
Yeah, 150 is what I heard.
And the thing
before.
is, the DHS offices are in the Whipple building. That's why the detainees were there. And so they'll all be out of the Whipple building. So we'll still protest the Whipple building, no problem. It's just, like I said, I'm glad it's going to tone down. But at the same time, I'm still scared for people across the U.S.
California is fighting the establishment of a whole lot of warehouses.
Yep. The big thing.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get some focus on stay focused on Ukraine best I can, because they're still killing people over there, of course.
Yes, they are.
This one got my attention right here. A drone blasted into this neighborhood and killed two twin toddlers and their sister and their father, and the pregnant mother is the only one that survived. And here was the funeral for that.
Stood before the residents, declaring 3 days of mourning for the town.
The grief is palpable as townspeople gather, reflecting on the lives snuffed out too soon, while a candlelit memorial springs up honoring Prahori and his beloved children. A rushing Duran
That was the house right there.
devastated a home in Bohodukiv on February 11th.
That was their house. The drone just blasted right into the roof of the house. And
That's the trouble with Trump. Is you're
claiming
going
the lives of
one
34-year-old
cruelty to another.
Prahori and his 3 children.
yeah,
2-year-old twins, Ivan and Vladislav, and 1-year-old
yeah, and this comes right after he had said this.
President Putin not to fire into Kiev and the various towns for a week, and he agreed to do that. And I have to tell you, it was very nice. A lot of people said, "Don't waste the call. You're not going to get that." And
Yeah, you wasted
He's
your
like-
call, buddy. He
Trump
ignored
is
you.
basically like a babysitter telling the toddler not to do something, and then the toddler just says whatever and does it anyway.
Yeah. I
Hi there, Jack.
Hey, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
We're bouncing around just a little bit because Minneapolis is free.
Well-
Minneapolis is free.
For the moment.
I mean, there he did it. He said it. He announced it just an hour ago. The surge is ending. The surge is ending.
I believe it when I see it.
Katie's not buying it, Jack. She's not buying it.
Well, I mean,
I did read this morning that a lot of the protesters that they were going to charge with felonies, that they have reduced them to misdemeanors.
mm-hmm.
Part of the
Is
reason,
that right?
part of the reason on a felony they had to take it for a grand jury.
Grand jury. That's right.
And grand jury around here will not approve it because it's First Amendment right.
Yeah. I mean, I never heard of grand juries not, like the old stupid line that, they'll indict a ham sandwich because the prosecutor has all the power in the grand jury. Yeah, I have never seen so many grand juries already. We just had one a day or so ago. The grand jury refused to indict the 6 members of Congress that they're trying to indict for telling soldiers to obey the law. The grand jury would not go along with that. I mean, we had it in the Comey case. We had it in other case. Oh, the Letitia James. I mean, I've never seen this so much.
Don Lemon.
Well, I think the thing about a grand jury is most of the time people give the police and the prosecutors the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Because they don't get the other side. I mean, that's the main thing about why it's stacked is, the subject of an indictment's lawyer can't even be in the room in a grand jury at all. And so they only get one side. So that's why it's so amazing when prosecutors cannot get an indictment out of a grand jury. Is that Brewster or Winnie?
No, it's Winnie.
Oh, okay.
My Home Depot samples are coming.
Are all just kind of mellowed out, and actually, I think they're both napping.
Well, see, now I'm wondering someday what's going to happen is Brewster and Winnie are going to hear each other, and they're going to start talking.
Oh,
And
Larry
then
says he's trying to join in.
Then we'll have a canine chat room. We'll have Brewster and Winnie talking to each other. We'll just all sit back and listen. That'd be
I
great.
don't know if she'll really talk. She's an old girl. She's an old girl.
Speaking of convoluted conversation, we're going to attempt something here that's going to be a little tricky. I got Mudcat is over there in Roanoke, Virginia, ready to talk, but he's only figured out how to have me call him on a phone. I gotta get Billy Bova to teach him how to do what Billy does, and what everybody else does is get on their phone and call into us so that we can have a conversation.
Right.
So y'all be able to hear him, but he won't be able to hear you
us.
when we get.
Larry was trying to get in.
Oh, there's
Join
Pogo.
us.
Pogo.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to join in. Well, okay.
can see
Pogo. I don't know. Let's see if are you in here somewhere? I don't see where you are here where I can add you to the stage. So you got to click let me give you the link. I know he's on Apple. If you're on Safari, it's supposed to work, but it's glitchy because Apple punishes their own customers. Anyway, here we go. There's the link. Pogue, if you should be able to just copy and paste that or click that and go straight to the page that gets you on the stage here. But in the meantime, we'll chat with you there. Anyway, let's try. Anybody got anything pressing right now before we go give Mudcat a try? Let's see. Share this. I wonder if I have to.
Oh, one of my friends just posted, Homan and DHS are retreating with their tails between their legs.
Sure seems like it.
Uh-huh.
Sure seems like it.
Oh, and then said, we gave you the playbook, refuse to give up, never give in, and we stand behind those in this regime targets next as you stood behind us. And that's the truth.
Now, can y'all hear the phone ringing there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to put it. Hey, Mudcat. We're live on YouTube. You're live in Roanoke. We got some commenters in the screen. We got some folks on here. We got Katie and Jamie and Jack. Have you dug out? We still got ice here in DC. Have you dug out there in Southwest Virginia?
It's really, I live in the Western Highlands. I'm in the 9th district.
Western Highlands.
The Western Highlands of Virginia. It's 4 counties: Craig, Allegheny, Bath, and Highland. Bath is where the homestead is.
Oh, okay.
And then there's 4 counties that are in the Eastern Highlands of West Virginia. No coal, no nothing, just mountains and a lot of public land and a lot of hillbillies.
Well, what are the hillbillies saying about Donald Trump? He won over 80% of the vote out there, didn't he? How's it going?
82% in my county.
Wow.
He's listen, you can talk to these people and I'll give you an example here. I guess this has been about maybe a year and a half ago, and I was at this country store and I pulled in there, and these old boys, one of them I've known since he was a kid, and they started giving me crap. And they said, there's that liberal over there, Mudcat, damn Democrat. And, just jabbing at me. And I was just over there discrediting it. So I walked over to him. When it was over, grinning, I said, look, I got a question. What do you boys want? I said, what do you mean? What do we want? And I said, what do you want out of your government? Well, we want our liberty. I said, liberty. I said, what in the hell is it you want to do? I said, you two guys. I said, damn. I said, you can walk right across that little creek there and go to the National Forest. You can take your AR-15s up there. You can shoot. You can get just as drunk as a skunk up there in the National Forest. And I said, you can smoke dope now. All you want, the dope you want to smoke, you can do all of that. And I said, as a matter of fact, I said, you guys could make love and come off the mountain, go to Roanoke, and they'll let you join the army. I said, what the hell is y'all want to do?
That's freedom.
What do you want? I mean, God Almighty. But anyway, no, it's standard, I'd say, everywhere in America. Anytime you bring up your dislike for Trump, they used to say, Trump is going to do this and Trump's going to do that. Now all of them say, and I think this is true everywhere in the country, a Trumpster says, well, what about Joe Biden?
Yeah.
They throw it right back to Joe Biden, and they don't want to. I said, I wasn't talking about Joe Biden. That's another conversation. We'll have that after this is over with.
Yeah,
well, we've been talking about
hey, there. We got Pogue on here. Pogue, welcome on. I'm glad you're here. We got a little technical thing. Is I'm able to get Mudcat on the phone, but he can't hear anybody else. So, but we can try and have a conversation where you tell. I'll repeat what you want to say to him. You say,
you're talking about 2 guys here now that or in different parts of West Virginia. And I think the question in response to what about Joe Biden is, yeah, what about him?
Yeah.
You ain't going to get an answer out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Pogue's here. Pogue's in West Virginia here, Mudcat. And he's
God bless him. Ask him what part.
What part of West Virginia, if you're able to say?
It's north central over near, I call it East Bumfuck, but it's about 30 miles southwest of Morgantown.
He's in East Bumfuck, 30 miles south of Morgantown.
Oh Lord. So he's way upstate.
He's way upstate. Anyway, Pogue's pointing out that when somebody throws the Biden, I call it the Biden derangement syndrome. They got Biden derangement syndrome. When they hit us with Biden, you just say, well, what about him? What about Biden? my answer to the so what, the what abouters is, so what?
Last I checked, he's not in office anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't do a thing to fix what's wrong now.
What's that, Jamie?
I said it doesn't do a thing to fix what's wrong now.
Yeah. But I think you're right, Mudcat. I've noticed that. I've noticed in the comments here. I mean, people don't defend Trump anymore. They just try to change the subject. You know, we saw Pam Bondi this morning doing that, or yesterday doing that in that hearing. I mean, every time they'd ask her something difficult, she'd change the subject to talk about them. You know, talk whoever was a question.
MSNBC yesterday, after that thing was over, and I don't watch political entertainment much anymore. I find what I want to read from, from credible sources on the internet and read that. But anyway, they had these three people on there, and one guy was pretty smart, and they asked, is this going to make a difference? And two of them said, well, no, it's political theatrics, it's people and that. And, I mean, just because it's political theatrics doesn't mean that the voters are going to watch the movie. I mean, damn.
Listening to her, though, Bondi sounded like a woman in love, defending the man of her heart. You talk about
Bondi? Yeah, Jamie's pointing out that Bondi sounded like she was in loop. Oh, you gotta go, Pogue?
I've got to leave. I'm trying to get out of a hospital. So.
Oh my God, we'll do this. Oh well, I see you there for a quick shot there. All right. Well, get out. I'm glad you're getting out of the hospital. That's better than going into the hospital, I reckon.
Yeah. That's two of us.
Good recovery to you, Pogo.
Gotta go. Thank you.
All righty, good to hear you.
She really sounded like someone who was defending the love of her life against, he could do no wrong.
Yeah.
And she's the abused woman.
Jamie
seems like it.
Defending the love of her life, who just beat the crap out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Mudcat, Jamie, and them are talking about how Bondi just sounded like she was defending her love life, Trump. But I think she's saving her job. There's all this talk that she really is on the ropes, and yesterday was a real big moment for her to convince dear leader to keep her on, because a lot of the right wingers from day one with this Epstein stuff have been wanting to dump her. I mean, Megyn Kelly went berserk in the beginning of this Epstein stuff, in January, February, wanting her to resign.
I hope I don't step on anybody. I don't want anybody to think
that's
taking a cue from
Go ahead.
Bondi.
Go ahead, Mudcat.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, and I think anybody over an IQ about 40 can see that they're trying to cover up something.
Yeah,
and God, I tell you what, there could be a lot of people go to prison over this thing. And you think of all the lawyers that might have done something and knew about it, worked with them to cover up, and the damn reviewers. And hell, the court case would go on for years.
Well, that's one reason I saw, Bannon got up not too long ago, and he was talking to one of his crowds going on and on about how they got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms and then win the election in 2028, they're gonna put us in jail. And he said, myself included. And I'm thinking, well, you're already supposed to go to jail. You've already gone once. You ought to go back. But anyway, that's one reason they got to win these elections. They know it themselves. But everybody but Trump will go to jail probably.
Mm-hmm.
There'll certainly be some.
Let me tell you something. If he's covered it up, he's going to go to jail. But the next president that comes in, Republican or Democrat, it'd be like, Jerry Ford, trying to move on the country and pardon Nixon. And, old Hunter Thompson said one time with a golfing partner, of course it's crap, but one of his golfing buddies said Jerry Ford told him, he said, I know I'm going to hell. I pardoned Richard Nixon. But nobody will
Pogue, are you
pardon him,
back out of the Are you out of the hospital now, Pogue? I see you're still there.
Well, they're processing paperwork. It's going to take a while.
Oh, yeah, that takes a while. Getting out of the hospital takes forever.
They said, yeah, we've all got meetings at 11. So I'm thinking, maybe, I'm glad I ordered lunch.
Well, yeah, I learned through my parents, because we were in the hospital with them many times, and I learned something that if you get to the weekend, if they haven't let you out by Friday night, you're not getting out till Monday. They never let you out on the weekends. I don't know why that is. But that was
I was the general counsel for,
because there's nobody working to let you out.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I heard lots of complaints about that because I handled risk management too. And it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
It's Monday. I'm going to have people complaining about not getting out of the hospital on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way to get discharged out of the hospital is just be a pain in the ass.
Well, no, the guy that's in the room next to me then should be out of here real quickly. He's one of those guys who thinks instead of pushing that little red button and asking the nurses to come in and deal with you, he just yells out. He was yelling for coffee all morning. It's like, man, you got a button there. They'll walk in, they'll talk to you.
When I was
we're telling hospital stories, Mudcat, in case you're wondering. Go ahead, Jack.
I was going to say, when I was in the hospital with my surgery for colon cancer, they were sitting there debating on whether to discharge me or not, and it was a Friday, and the social worker person called up and was especially irritating, and I went off on her. Usually dropped a couple of F-bombs. They discharged me immediately.
Oh yeah. Well, the last thing I heard from this guy, he was yelling, "Get off of me!" Now I'm in the orthopedic wing, right? I had my second knee done yesterday, and the nurses up here, they couldn't be any nicer. And it's like him yelling, "Get off of me." I can't imagine what was going on in the room. And I started to go peek around the corner, but I said, nah, they probably wouldn't appreciate it. And he probably wouldn't either.
We've got a commenter, F. Hulu Colin Max, and he's saying PS5, please. Does anybody know what that means?
PS5, please. What is that? PS5. And he's got an emoji. Fulu Max. I don't know what that screen name is, but you got to explain yourself. We don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's bot talk or not. You still there, Mudcat?
I'm here.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to see if you get on with your phone, then we can all talk. You can hear everybody, and we got to figure that out because all you got to do is click the link in your phone. You just got through doing it, Pogue, right? With your phone, you got on with your phone.
So Mudcat's as bad as I am. He's using his phone like it's a rotary dial phone.
Yeah, I was going to ask whether it's got buttons or a dial.
Yeah. Jack's wondering, Mudcat, if you're using your phone like a rotary phone, not a smartphone. You're not.
I don't know. I just called Sarah and asked her to connect me with you. Randy Griffith Show.
Oh yeah. We got Jamie here who used to be one of those operators back in the day.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't have anything to plug into.
Yeah. Jamie's. If she had her old wires and plugs here, she could get you hooked in.
Anyway.
Well,
I
did long distance and emergency.
I was listening to the conversation about Pam Bondi. That's got to be the most embarrassing. Well, if they were capable of embarrassment, got to be one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in a congressional hearing. I mean, honest to God, it's like ask what time of day it is, and she's gonna go try to figure. She's gonna go look in her book of insults and see what the hell she's supposed to, what name she's supposed to call it.
She literally had a book of insults there.
Yeah, that's what.
Talk about embarrassing. I've got a project behind the scenes on this, but you talk about embarrassing. How embarrassed am I? We went to the same law school, me and Pam Bondi, and I was talking to a friend yesterday who used to be chairman of the board of trustees for my law school, and I'm pushing him because they gave her some sort of honorary degree. You can't take her regular degree away from her, but they gave her some sort of honorary degree a while back when she was Attorney General of Florida, and I'm saying now, I said, maybe can't you guys figure out how a way to just at least revoke the honorary degree? I'm not gonna let up on it. I want to get that done. I think that would be great. I think the law school ought to disown her. I would say I wouldn't give any money if I'll stop giving them money, but I wasn't giving them money anyway. So
it's you and me. You and me, they got enough of my money once.
Yeah, that's the way I figured it. Hey, Mudcat, I hate to keep you hanging there, but why don't we try to figure out how to get you to hook in on your phone so you can actually join the conversation?
Well, okay, I would do that. I got a question for you.
Okay.
Anybody can tell what's going on now. If you're a political hack, you can look at it and you can get the phone in the focus group. But the key is knowing where we're going to be in November, being able to speculate on what it's going to be like then, as you know well. Where do you think we're going to be in November? Where's all this stuff going to be?
Yeah, I get too optimistic now. I thought Kamala was going to win, but I will say, I just think the public beast, as Alexander Hamilton called it, is turning. I think the beast has turned, and it's baked in, and the independents are not coming back, and that doesn't mean they're going to stay with Democrats for long, but long enough. I think to win definitely the House and also the Senate in the midterms, and then we can get busy investigating these bastards and can't prosecute them because they own the Justice Department, but we can sure investigate them and make their lives miserable. And maybe
I get the House part of it, but I still hadn't gotten my head around any math that makes the Senate.
I'll tell you something that
yeah. Now Pogue is
that
he's not with me on the Senate idea, Mudcat. What do you think about the Senate? Because you have a lot of background in running Senate races. What do you think about the Senate?
Honestly, I haven't studied it that hard. I guess I need to, but it's a long ways to go. You know, it's a lot that can happen. And I mean, God, I remember when you and I met, the damn 24-hour news cycle would kill you. It was the right thing. Now, God Almighty.
Yeah.
I mean, things are happening so fast that, you know, who knows? But I think that just throwing it up in the air. I think there are a lot of states with what's happening down in Mississippi and, you know, in those elections down there, Louisiana, Texas, what's going on in those states, Georgia, but in these specials, listen, there could be some real shockers.
Yeah.
They're really good. And this redistricting thing in Virginia, I know, you know, why they did it. But at the same token, they need to straighten this gerrymandering thing out. And I tell you what, if I was running for president and let's see, be 2028, that's one of the things I'd get on. I mean, some of these districts in Virginia are so screwed up. You got, you know, fishermen and coal miners in the same district. It seems like, you know,
it's easy.
I don't like gerrymandering.
You could get the public behind reforming gerrymandering. You know, they did it in Florida. They passed the voters passed a constitutional amendment against gerrymandering. Now they've worked real hard, the Republicans, to try and get around it, but not all that successfully. You can get voters behind it.
There's going to have to be strong federal legislation. I mean, it's wrong. I mean, it really is. It takes some voters, and you know, like in my district, you know, being a Democrat.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing really to say. You know, I mean, I got no say-so in anything.
Yeah.
And
well, I got no say so. I mean, no matter who we elect, I got no say in D.C. because we have no voting representation in Congress.
Well,
we got a commenter here who has. We got a guy here in the comments saying, "Sorry that my first comment is a complaint, but rotating my device to get landscape is not an option since my device is a 72-inch flat screen." Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, don't rotate your device. I've got in the banner for people on their phones because I broadcast this in both portrait and landscape for phones and for desktops and TVs. So if you're on your phone, if you turn your device sideways, you can get the full screen that we're broadcasting in landscape. But of course, with a 72-inch flat screen, you don't want to be trying to rotate that.
Oh, just tell us, get off your butt, get up there and rotate that screen.
Mudcat, I'm glad we got your voice in here, and we'll talk about how to get you hooked up so you can actually be in the conversation. But thanks for weighing in. Talk to you later, Mudcat.
All right, see you, pal.
All right.
Yeah, Craig and we come in on the computer, so we're automatically widescreen, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on. Well, it's confusing.
I think rotations all over the world.
Oh, here's Pogue's back.
Yeah,
get out of the hospital yet?
Not yet. It's. I'm guessing another hour.
Okay. Opal here, our good buddy Opal is here in the comments. Glass Onion, they stream horizontally too. Yeah, I don't know what.
Opal guy actually gave her good advice, right?
Yeah.
We just made jokes.
Yeah. Oh, Pogue, glad to hear your voice in here. It's wonderful.
Well, and I'm having to mute because they've been testing their fire alarm, which is, as fire alarms go, it's a nice, pleasant one. But they've been testing the damn thing all morning. First time I heard it, I didn't realize that's what it was. It's like just a bell, ding, 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 and then it pauses.
Oh, I know what we need to tell Glass Onion. I just thought of something. Glass Onion. If you're on a landscape like you're saying, there's two separate links. There's one for the phone screen and there's one for the desktop screen. Now here's the link I'm sending here. That's the link that'll take you to the desktop version. So after I finally got around to a serious answer for you there, Glass Onion, but that link, if that helps you any, would actually pull up the desktop. But he said he's on a television. Oh, so that's different. So yeah, if he's on a television, on his YouTube on television, there's another link on the. It's crazy.
Too many formats.
These formats. These conflicting formats between portrait and landscape is a big problem. Okay, Glass, I hope that helps. Sorry it took a while to give you a serious answer, but it's like our motto around here is we're going someplace, we're just not sure which direction.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have this. That's why the horse, the guy on the horse facing backwards is our motto, is our mascot there. I think we got a kind of a slow room today. Let's see what we got here. We got
I've just been watching Josh Hawley go crazy right now.
Where?
Oh, he went off on Keith Ellison about the fraud, and he's taking quotes out of context and basically saying that Keith Ellison actually helped with the big fraud in Minnesota of $250 million, that he was paid to do it, blah, 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 blah. And it's all out of context and all switched around. And he's taking quotes from the New York Post and saying that's truth.
Oh, good God.
No, yeah. He's just saying that because he's up for election here in Missouri.
Yep, he's.
I tell you,
don't pay any attention to Josh Hawley. You know, he is who he is, unfortunately.
Well, I do think he is. I'm keeping an eye on him as a potential inheritor of the MAGA mantle. I really think he's possible.
You know, he does have the possibility of taking on the MAGA, but he can't combine it like Trump did with the super billionaires.
Right.
Yeah.
True enough.
Oh, we just crossed 100 people in the room.
Woohoo!
Well, every time I think about Josh Hawley, I think about that his tough ass stance on January 6th with his walking into the Capitol with his hand up in the air like victory, and then dancing across that hallway to get away from those people.
They run away. Yeah. That was a great time.
And then he's slowly come back to being thinking, okay, yeah, I'm tough again. It's like, God.
Well, that's Josh Hawley. I mean,
yeah.
You know, he really doesn't have he's not really that tough.
No.
Well, one thing is he, if he gets any traction in a race against Rubio and Vance, I think it might come from the fact that he has never said an unkind word about Donald Trump. So there's no videotape of him making fun of Trump's penis like Rubio did, or Vance calling him Hitler. There's none of that with Holly. So,
Holly taking on Vance and Rubio, that's kind of a low bar.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, Trevor Noah.
Nobody
Sorry.
that I thinks much of Vance. Even my right wing friends don't like him.
Yeah, I actually think he's too normal for what is going to be the nomination race in 28. I mean, I think my concern is we'll get somebody, and the threat of them winning, we'll get somebody worse than Vance. I mean, I don't rule out Tucker Carlson.
Oh my God. I can't wrap my head around that.
I know.
I just used to love to watch Alan Combs just take Tucker Carlson and make him look like a fucking idiot.
Trevor Noah had a good post. He said there should be a rule in America that if you hate immigrants, you can no longer eat their food. Enjoy your potato.
But wait a minute, that was Ireland. They were.
Yeah, but I mean.
Well, now they're going after the Irish.
Much.
Yeah, now they're going after the Irish. So
now they are going after the Irish. Yeah.
I told my husband he's got to hide. He's a ginger, so he is a ginger. Oh, Johnson's now going after him.
Oh, God.
He said 2 people are dead because you encouraged them to put themselves into harm's way, and now you're exploiting those 2 martyrs. You ought to feel damn guilty about it. Yeah, sit there and smirk. It's sick. It's despicable. You disgust me.
Well, smirk's
the
only look he's got on his face.
I hate to say this, but they're attacking Keith Ellison because he's a black man in power.
Oh, you think?
Oh, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just a little. I'm trying to see.
Plea imported the potatoes.
Yeah.
What's that, Jamie?
I said they got a problem.
He was talking about where potatoes come from. I said they were imported by Sir Walter Raleigh.
Uh-huh.
Now, see, that's the Jamie difference. Oh, here's our Irish friend, Tom. Hey, Tom.
Yes, he is.
Vance is a protege of Peter Thiel. Yep, he's about as likable as a kick in the teeth. You got that?
Yeah,
Tom?
that's about right.
Let's see. Did we keep? Oh yeah, we kept Tom's. Here's our.
Oops,
this
gotta
is
go
your
again.
New avatar, Tom. This is Tom's avatar. Remember when we made this the other day?
Yes.
Tom's our leprechaun. What do we call this? A leprechaun. Special forces. Leprechaun special forces. There's Tom.
This is why I love my governor. Walz was asked when ICE agents will leave Minnesota, and he goes, I will come over and pack your damn bags if that's what it takes. I love him. He's just like, get the hell out. And he's ready. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. His press conference just ended, so that's why I was quiet. I was going between that and Josh Hawley freaking out.
Well, where do we think Epstein ends up here in the end? It seems like, what did you say earlier, Katie? There was something new that I hadn't heard before. Something about Trump and a girlfriend in the first term.
In the Epstein files, there is an email from Michael Wolff to Epstein And I don't exactly know why, but whatever. We'll just roll with it. Anyway, there is an email talking about Trump bragging about having an affair with his 28-year-old aide, Madeline Westerhout.
Huh.
And he actually stayed at the White House several times during his first administration, while Melania went down to Mar-a-Lago so he could have his little flings with this girl.
Now we know. Now we know why Melania was not holding his hand.
Yeah,
And then it turns out she was the girl that was fired for talking badly about the Trump family. She was the one.
What difference does it make?
It doesn't, but I bet you anything she was.
That's just it. It's gossip. Nobody cares who Trump screws. They've proved that in 2 elections.
Yeah, true.
But you know who cares? Trump. It gets under his skin and makes him crazy, and he does crazy things.
True.
That's the only thing. That's one upside of it. It's just anything that gets him worked up.
But I guess my problem is this: I want to see Trump and his whole cancerous philosophy defeated badly. And I just don't think worrying about who Trump screwed in the White House is going to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's just it's the cumulative effect, of what we're into now with the Epstein files. Is these things are just going to come out bit by bit. This email, that email, this picture, that picture, and it just keeps the story alive, and it keeps reinforcing, like Bondi's testimony yesterday, that they're trying to cover it up. And the cover up is always what I've been counting on to have an impact on the midterms, on depressing MAGA turnout.
There is so much garbage and cruelty that you don't know what to concentrate on next.
Yeah.
Like you were saying with the Ukraine and the everything that comes down the track is something else to be concerned about. It's just such a garbage pit.
Something else on Ukraine is this bullshit of that they're actually negotiating peace. I mean, this interview here with this woman from I keep an eye on her. Let's see what she's saying here. The thing that's incredible to me about the situation is Putin is just stringing everybody along, pretending to want a ceasefire and just continuing to kill.
You can go back to
more
Soviet
than ever,
negotiating tactics, post-Soviet. You negotiate, so you have a process.
They asked this woman here if these negotiations are a sham, and she just nails it. This is just yesterday.
I mean, this is entirely performative. You can go back to Soviet negotiating tactics, post-Soviet. You negotiate, so you have a process. You wear people down. And again, I think Putin wants to humor President Trump because he doesn't want the Trump administration to take more punitive actions against Russia. But, the Russians are still talking about a 28-point peace plan that was apparently agreed to between the U.S. and Russia.
Which then Secretary Rubio claimed was a Russian plan to partially kill it.
And we now have, the U.S., Europe, and Ukraine, a 20-point plan, which the Russians won't even address, or they just reject it. And every time Mr. Witkoff comes out and says, we've made some progress, constructive discussions, the next day Putin or Lavrov or Ushakov, one of his other colleagues will say, no, our demands are the same. Maximum demands, total
See, that's the difference in the coverage in Europe. The kind of conversations they're having over there are so different than here. Is when there's some breakthrough and Trump makes a phone call, we had a phone call. They're going to have a meeting. And the Europeans sit over there and just call bullshit on all that stuff that our media takes it at face value. That these negotiations are real.
I think what you're seeing with the Russia's negotiations is what has become the textbook way to deal with the United States. If you stall, if you put it off, we'll give in because we get bored.
Yeah, and that's where we are right now. I mean, that's one reason I'm trying to get my focus back on it best I can, because we got so much else to talk about that we're forgetting about. That Trump's literally handing Europe over to Putin.
Well,
because his worldview is that Europe belongs to Putin, Asia belongs to China, and all of the Americas belongs to me, and that's what he's pursuing. That's his policy.
Well, the problem is he can't hand Europe over to anybody.
Yeah, I'm not digging that global regionalism approach to this, because it just you got Russia, which has got it's a little bit of Europe, a little bit of Asia, and I will say I'm happy to see that since Trump's he's as useful as a rubber crutch. He's at least allowing Europe to purchase the weapons that Ukraine needs and funnel them through that way. But there's not enough coverage of it to know what they're purchasing and all that stuff, whether it's going to be adequate or whether it's going to just keep them at the stalemate that they've been at for now, 3 years?
Opal is saying he had another comment hidden, and I don't know what's going on there, Craig.
I don't either, because I'm seeing them, Opal. Nobody's doing that on this end. Maybe Tom's. You know what? I tell you what. Let's. We could try blaming it on the Leprechaun Special Forces.
Something is going on where comments are being hidden.
I don't see that. How's that happening?
Well,
I don't know. Opal said another comment hidden or didn't make it into chat.
You're talking about Opal's comment. There's comments not showing.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's now twice that's happened.
Oh, maybe it's because see, the comments are on the right side. They flow naturally, and then when I see one, I grab them here. I grab them here, and I can.
No, I think what he's saying.
So that part, if you're talking about that part's manual. What do you think he's saying, Jack?
I think he's saying that they're not showing up on that feed. Comments,
like on YouTube.
They're being blocked by YouTube before they even get.
And that very could be happening, because I know of several streams that have had that happening lately.
Is that right? Well, those YouTube robots, I'll have to get my robot to look into it, because I've got my robot, Gemini Pro.
Like they're censoring stuff and not allowing some things to go through.
I'll ask him about it and see if he can help me figure out how to keep that from happening.
But maybe the problem was dealing with YouTube, and they're probably not the only one, is that they pre-censor before you get a chance to say that's what you want.
Oh, I think that's possible.
This is odd. I had to pop out because they were coming in to check my oil and fluid levels, and hopefully in anticipation of getting the fuck out of here. But but when I came back in, I can hear you, Craig, and I can't hear Jack.
Really?
Yeah. So may have to figure this out. I'm
looking at Jack's.
Let's see what
Jack Mike's.
Well, I know we get automatically muted every once in a while.
Well, I've started to learn how to avoid that when I play certain. What it does is when I play a video, it mutes everybody to avoid echo, because if you play a video and people are listening through their speakers, then it replays to everybody else through there.
Yeah.
So that's why that happens. And I figured out how to turn the mics back on more quickly. But That one I've almost solved. But
Well, so much for ice drying down, because guess where they are right now?
Yeah, say something,
Where?
Jack.
In my town.
Now, can you hear Katie just now, Poke?
No.
Oh,
I'll be darned. Huh?
Wonder.
No.
Of course, I'm coming in on a phone, but it's just, you know.
But
it's
still, you should be able to hear it.
semi-smartphone anyway.
Are you on Safari? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Safari is glitch. Safari used to not work at all, and
Right.
Yardstream, and Apple finally relented and let their customers get on this platform, but it's still glitchy because, as with everything else, Apple, they want you to only use their platforms for everything. Right. And this is a Windows platform, so but until recently, you couldn't get on here at all with Safari. But so we might blame it on
what
that.
What did you say about ice?
Anyway.
Oh, they're in my town right now.
Can you see them?
No,
yourself?
but there's one protester I follow. It's called the Woke Farmer, and he's actually driving through my town right now, following an ICE vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah. And also,
they're not going to go quietly. Probably.
I go on the radar thing where it shows where ICE is.
I'm sitting here watching MS Now, and I see that they're going to. They have plans to re-raise the rainbow flag at the Stonewall. So I wonder if Trump's going to surge ICE toward the Stonewall and take the flag down.
Gonna save Stonewall.
Well, I know there was talk about putting the flag up on the buildings all around Stonewall, so that there would be even more flags.
They should. Seriously.
Oh God. Huh.
That's why I posted that talk about missing the point on Trail Mix.
Sorry. Somebody posted one thing people need to know about Minnesotans is we're used to being let down, so we're cynical because we cheer for the Vikings. It's the truth. We're let down every year, so I mean.
I'm gonna wind down with some monks. Call this? Is it monk chants? Is this chanting? What do they call this? They do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it chanting? Just basic chanting? Is that what that's called?
Hey, what's ironic is you put that video on, and instead of muting, I can hear Jamie.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, now when I put the video on, you can hear other people.
Yeah.
Well, now that's weird. So I got jazz and monks in the background now. What do you call that? What kind of fusion is that?
I don't know. I think you've stumbled on something.
I think I've created something.
Get in a few Benedictine nuns and you'll have it made.
Yeah. What do you think, Jack? Is that a candidate for Sunday Serendipity? Is monk jazz? Monk jazz. Well, you had Thelonious Monk.
You know, the Spring Festival's coming up here. Chinese New Year's starting here.
But that's weird. I can't hear
on Tuesday.
And
we have Purim just around the corner for my birthday, so we can all get totally south.
Well, yeah. And spring's not far away, is it? I got out for the first time, by the way, yesterday. I got out. I had to go give blood for my physical on Monday. And I hadn't been out since the storm started. I hadn't left the house for 10 days.
Good Lord.
Well, see, you got all of our cold weather, and we have got basically, I think we're getting weather up by the
well, I mean, we're over here. Last night we went out to eat. Night before last, we went out to eat, and it's a little French restaurant that's that's over in, I don't know what section of town it's in, but it's not too far from where the old racetrack used to be. And I had to park like a block and a half away because so many parking places were taken up by snowdrift.
Snowcrete. Yeah, we've had the Snowcrete. Yeah, you've had that too, huh?
Yeah.
Had you ever heard that before?
Nope.
Snowcrete? I never had heard that before.
Yeah, it's somebody. It's
an apt description.
So now you can't hear Jack, Pogue, is that right?
I can hear the monks.
But you hear the monks.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Jack, maybe if you started chanting monk chanting, do a monk chant. maybe Pogue can hear you if you chant like a monk. I think I want to be a Buddhist. These Buddhists in town the last couple of days, I've just gotten so interested in them and what they had to say that. How do you sign up?
We're going to come back tomorrow and Craig's going to be wrapped in a towel with his head shaved.
Yeah. Well, I want to just chant.
Now that was Katie, right?
Yep.
That was Katie.
I can hear
a Buddhist temple in your town.
What'd you say, Jack?
I say I'm almost certain there's probably a Buddhist temple in your town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, we have one here in Springfield.
Huh.
There's
probably
Sorry.
Okay, Pogue.
Enjoyed it.
I enjoyed. Come back soon.
Yeah, I've got one just a couple of blocks from me. Here in Tacoma, so.
Wow.
Can you sign up?
They don't
Can
make
you sign
themselves
up
hard
online?
to find.
Can you get online and register as a Buddhist?
I mean,
I remember in college I was fascinated by the book. I read the book Siddhartha. Remember that book? I remember I almost became a Buddhist then, but then I forgot. Well, that's the hour, and I'm gonna wind up here with something. I forget what I loaded. I loaded up something here for the outro that's 1 minute and 13 seconds. It may have something to do with the monks, more than likely, but I'm not sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would rather watch the monks than I would a clip of Trump or Bondi or something. I don't remember. Did we say it here or was it on the blog that Bondi is looking very frustrated?
Mm-hmm.
Jamie said earlier that she was like a woman trying to defend an abusive husband.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if she's not just about burnt out.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talk that this testimony yesterday was her big chance to turn things around. That they were coming after her.
She bombed it. That is amazing. Even when Kyle Rittenhouse tells her to resign. That's pretty bad.
Well, Kyle Rittenhouse is what he is.
Evil.
All right. Is this Friday or Thursday?
It's Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I have to go take a nap before my kid comes home because he's got early release.
I got to go get some lettuce seed. I was going to sow some lettuce in my garden to get.
Now we're going to need to see pictures of that. We need pictures
of
your
seed.
You going to get us pictures of your garden?
Well, when something starts coming up.
All right.
I'll try
the whole process. Do a time lapse.
There you go.
We don't need much, right?
All right.
Y'all
have a good day.
My blog creator.
All right, we got mystery outro here. I loaded this last night and I forget what it is, so I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay. You all take care.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, I know. It's the Reverend at the National Cathedral yelling at Trump. I can't get enough of this. This is wonderful.
I just soon have the Buddhist. I don't care about Trump's reactions anymore.
Let me make one final plea, Mr. President. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. The people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meatpacking plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals. They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples. I ask you to have mercy, Mr. President, on those in our communities whose children fear that their parents will be taken away, and that you help those who are fleeing war zones and persecution in their own lands to find compassion and welcome here.